Do you ever feel like you're putting on a show, smiling, nodding, going through the motions, but deep down you're terrified someone might see the real you? That's Rumi. She's the leader of Huntrix in the K-pop Demon Hunters show on Netflix, a rising K-pop girl group secretly fighting demons. But here's the twist. Rumi's holding a secret even darker than the monsters they battle. She's half demon herself. And it's not the demons on the outside that break her, it's the one on the inside. And in that, Rumi's story isn't just fantasy, it's a mirror for anyone who's ever hidden a part of themselves out of fear, shame, or survival. In Limit Breaker, my book, I talk about this all the time. Our habits don't start with what we do, they start with who we believe we are. And if your identity is wrapped in shame or secrets, the habit you try to build won't stick. So think about Rumi. She's trying to lead a girl group, practice routines, sing flawlessly on stage, maintain an image. But she's carrying this internal fear. What if the fans find out that she's part demon? What if her own team turns on her? So her habits, her voice, her leadership, her rituals all start to fracture. And that's what happens when your identity is at war with your behavior. You don't trust yourself. And when you don't trust yourself, every habit becomes fragile. Rumi doesn't lose her voice because she lacks talent. She loses it because she's afraid to be seen. And that fear, well, that's what I call identity dissonance. You're trying to perform one way, but your internal belief is saying, you're not enough, you don't belong, don't let them see who you really are. And so, habits you once nailed, whether it's speaking up, taking care of your health, leading a team, being present, starts to feel impossible. Not because you're broken, but because the identity underneath you is trying to protect you by keeping you small. Now, Rumi's turning point doesn't come with more training. It comes through one moment of a radical piece of honesty. She opens up about her demon heritage, and she stops hiding it. And when she does, her voice comes back, stronger than ever. Now, why is that? Because the moment her identity and her actions aligned, her nervous system relaxed. Her mind became focused, and her habits stuck. Now, in Limit Breaker, this is exactly what I teach you. Your habits are only as strong as the identity they rest on. Now, if you want to change your behavior, you can't just willpower your way through. You need to upgrade your internal programming. Rumi didn't need a new singing coach. She needed a new story about who she was. And so do you. We all have parts of us we've shoved in the dark. For some, it's the perfectionist mindset. For others, it's the angry voice, the weird kid, the one who always was afraid that they're too much or not enough. Rumi literally carries demon blood, but when she owns it, not flaunts it, not hides it, just embraces it, her power becomes whole. And you, maybe your shadow isn't demonic, but it's still powerful. That messy, emotional, vulnerable side of you, that's the part that builds sustainable change when you stop hiding it. And here's the hard truth. You can set all the goals you want. You can bullet journal your routines and download every productivity on the planet. But if underneath it all, you believe you're not worthy unless you're perfect, you'll sabotage it every time. Rumi's fear made her sabotage the very thing that she loved most, singing. And if you've ever skipped the gym, ghosted your own goals, or bailed on a routine because you didn't feel like it, chances are it wasn't laziness. It was the fear of being seen. Now that's why Limit Breaker goes beyond surface level habit hacks. We dig deep into identity, origin stories, and emotional patterning so the habits that you build are actually rooted in who you want to become. In the final act of K-pop Demon Hunters, Rumi sings, not with fear, not with shame, but with every part of her human and demon alive in her voice. And that song gave me goosebumps. It breaks the demon spell. It saves the world and reconnects the team. It's not just K-pop fantasy. It's actually a psychological portrayal. When you show up as your whole self, your habits stop needing force. They become expressions of identity. Now, maybe you've spent years performing too, smiling through burnout, pretending you're confident, acting like you've got a handle on your business, your family, and your mind. But performance burns out fast. Alignment, that's going to last. When you align your habit with your truth, yeah, even the messy parts, everything changes. Not because the tasks are easier, but because you're no longer fighting yourself. Now, Rumi's story isn't just a cool anime crossover with music and monsters. While all of that is true, it is really a masterclass in what happens when identity and habit collide. So here's my question for you. What are you hiding that's stopping your habits from sticking? If you're ready to find out, I want to invite you to the work that I do with Limit Breaker. It's not just about building routines for robots. It's about building and breaking through the noise, finding the real you, and creating habits that stick because they come from your core, not from who you think you have to be. Now, if that's a song that you want to sing, let's rewrite your code together. Grab your copy of Limit Breaker on Amazon today. And if you're ready to do the deeper work, go explore my one-on-one coaching sessions where I unpack your programming, build your powerful habits, and rewrite the identity that you operate from. Remember, you're not lazy. You're just running old code. So now it's time for an upgrade.